Hello, I'm here to talk about the subject of domestic violence. It's really a sad note that there are spouses out there who abuse their loved ones. It really is. And the wife or the kids, or maybe it's in reverse. Maybe it's the wife abusing the husband and the kids. I mean, there was a time when it wasn't all that much of a serious thing, and because of that, tragic results followed because the police didn't take it as seriously as they do now. I'll give you two examples. The movie The Burning Bed with Farrah Fawcett as the abused wife and Paul Le Mat as the abusive husband. And this poor woman was abused by this man who she loved, but he was like this raging monster who just slapped around, and a few little slaps became big punches. And this is based on a true story. Francine Hughes, you probably know what she did. She burned him in his sleep. Then she drove straight to jail and confessed to the crime. She thought she didn't have a chance, but she was found not guilty by reason of insanity. But her story inspired a lot of women to leave their husbands, that they don't need to put up with this. No, they don't. And you think police would have started taking that issue of domestic violence seriously, but nope. It took another case, a similar case. Tracy Thurman. I'm sure you saw the TV movie with Nancy McKeon as Tracy Thurman and Dale Midkiff as her psychotic abusive husband Buck. It it's really upsetting how the cops were not very helpful. You know how many times she reported it, they just didn't see anything wrong. I mean, it's like, oh boy. And it took for her to nearly get stabbed and nearly get paralyzed to finally arrest this guy. I mean, she's told you he's dangerous. What was it going to take for her nearly in a dead, or maybe her in a body bag? Was it going to take that? Well, she sued the cops and she won. And now after that, police now take domestic violence cases very seriously. Even if the victim doesn't press charges, they'll arrest him. Heck, they'll even arrest a guy on suspicion of domestic violence. And there was an episode of the show A Different World where a woman gets abused by her rapper boyfriend, and in the end, she was the strong one. She filed a complaint and she had him arrested. I mean, I think that was meant to encourage women to be strong. You don't have to take it. But in another film called Men Don't Tell, it shows that domestic violence can go any other way, because in that one, Judith Light played the abusive wife to her husband Peter Strauss. She gave a good performance as this really psychotic. I couldn't tell if she was manic depressive. It's I thought it was a riveting film. You know, it just, even though it got boycotted by a lot of women saying that it was wrong for showing women that can be abusive, and it should be the men being abused. Hey, domestic violence can go any other way. You know, I see those films, and I know I'm not a perfect man. Me, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But I think I would hate myself very much if I behaved in that sort of manner. I don't think I could. I don't think I could be able to forgive myself if I actually resorted to that. I don't understand what drives people to do that. I really don't. Uh, but I'm glad these days that domestic violence cases are handled much better. They are. And let's hope we don't have to have another tragedy of of what you've seen in the two movies, The Burning Bed and the Tracy Thurman story. Let's hope we don't need another one of those cases. No, we don't. All right. Bye.